Namaste. Good morning, everybody, on our Lenten journey. And also it's so cool because it's the same destination that we have, this destination of a deeper connection with the divine, with our beloved. And we're simultaneously going down these two different roads that will lead to the same. And what I mean by that is the Lenten journey, and then the journey to our inner Mecca, where we're immersing ourselves in the divine names, really the attributes of God, the characteristics of God. And it's just really cool. Like, I live in Florida, and down here, I live in South Florida. So you could take 95 north, but you could also take the turnpike. Um, one costs a little bit more. Maybe one has less traffic than the other. They're different, but the interesting thing is that starting way down where I live, which is like the Fort Lauderdale area, it's kind of, they're far apart. But then at some point when they get up into the state, they start coming real close together. And in fact, there's a point where you can look over on, if you're on 95 or you're on the turnpike, either one, you look over and you see the other highway right there. That's what I think is the beauty of interfaith. It's just like all these different roads that lead to the same destination. So today, in the journey to our inner Mecca, we're immersing ourselves in the quality of the divine, the quality and characteristic attribute, if you will, of the divine, known as the ever forgiving, the pardoner, Al-Ghaffar. And, it started to make me think, where I was talking this morning with Sister Chris while we were having our coffee, and talking about, why do we react to the things that we react to today in certain ways? Sometimes something will happen, a family member will do something or not do something, whatever it is, or a friend, and we get all bent out of shape about it, and people say, don't take it personal, but you feel like it is, you feel like it really hurts deep, but you have to go even deeper than that to see, why does this hurt so bad? And it's probably because of some injury of the past, some injury that has occurred where your heart got broken, or you felt betrayed, or you felt abandoned, or whatever it was. And so you're acting from that perspective, as if you're in the then instead of the now. And so there's this little thing that I wrote this morning, that the name the name of Allah, in this case, Al-Ghaffar, and which is the name of the divine, another name, another attribute, another characteristic of God. It says here that when we say this name, we're enfolded in the light of mercy and compassion, a light that awakens hope and healing and gentleness, a light that dissolves worries, lightens the heart. This name erases all traces of error and lets mistakes fall into oblivion, so that it almost becomes like this amazing salve, S-A-L-V-E, that heals and wipes away all the tears of the wounding. These inner cracks and tears of our psyche are healed and closed with divine balm, B-A-L-M, so that the healing water of life may once again flow through our being. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. I mean, the beloved embraces us with all of our warts, and loves us still. You know that song, "It Had to Be You." I mean, that's what the beloved thinks of us. With all your warts, I love you still. And we're being challenged to do the same, even though the injury may have been deep and cut deep, and is so real and feels so real, as if it happened yesterday. The truth is that Al-Ghaffar, this divine quality of God, which is God's grace and mercy, acts as a soothing balm, B-A-L-M, to soothe the hurt feeling, to heal the brokenhearted, and to forgive, if you will, the missing the mark. See, we hear in some Abrahamic traditions the word sin, S-I-N, but there's a legend that really comes from archery term, meaning miss the mark. if you miss the target as you're doing your archery and you miss the mark, you've committed a sin, S-I-N. Miss the mark. We miss the mark. We all do. And at one time or another, we, when we miss the mark, want to be forgiven. And in the same way, we're being challenged to do that for the wounding that we've experienced in our own lives, so that we can heal, not for the other. This isn't anything about the other, you know, whoever did whatever they did to us. This isn't about them at all. This is about me. This is about me. This is about my heart. This is about my psyche. This is about soothing my soul. So we pray that Al Ghafar, and in all of the grace and mercy of the divine, heal our hearts, go into those cracks and crevices where the wounding has happened, and let it be a divine balm, a divine salve that we place on the wound to heal it. And we feel that healing now. And so it is. Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti.